Welcome back to Car Trend, the place where timeless machines meet passionate enthusiasts. Today, we're taking you back to 1970, to explore one of the most iconic cars in automotive history. It's compact, it's curvy, and it's a legend on wheels, the 1970 Volkswagen Beetle. The Beetle wasn't just a car. It was a statement. Designed originally in Germany, the Beetle was created to be a simple, reliable, affordable vehicle for the people. By the time 1970 rolled around, it had already taken the world by storm, and this year's model only solidified its place as a global icon. The 1970 Volkswagen Beetle had that unmistakable shape, smooth curves, rounded fenders, and those big bug-like headlights that gave it a personality all its own. Its design hadn't changed much over the decades, but that was part of the magic. It didn't need to. People loved it exactly as it was. Under the hood, or more accurately, in the back, the Beetle featured an air-cooled 1.6-liter flat-4 engine. It wasn't going to break any speed records, but it delivered just enough power, about 57 horsepower, to make city driving feel effortless and fun. The rear engine, rear-wheel drive setup gave it a unique driving feel, especially around tight corners. It had a distinct hum when it ran, the kind of sound that brings back memories for anyone who's ever driven one. But what made the 1970 model special? Well, Volkswagen made a few smart updates. The most noticeable was the larger rear window, giving drivers better visibility and a bit more light inside the cabin. The bumpers were reshaped slightly to improve safety. Inside, the dashboard was more refined, with upgraded controls and more intuitive layout. Little things, yes, but they all added up to a better driving experience. The Beetle wasn't about flashy features or high horsepower. It was about character, personality, simplicity. In a world where cars were starting to get bigger, louder, and more complicated, the Beetle stood proudly as the simple choice. And people responded to that. In 1970 alone, Volkswagen sold over 1 million Beetles worldwide. Think about that, over 1 million of these little cars hitting the roads in a single year. It also had that sense of freedom. The Beetle was a favorite among young drivers, college students, first-time car owners. You could customize it, paint it wild colors, throw on flower decals, or leave it just the way it rolled off the lot. It always looked cool. Always felt like yours. Maintenance, easy. Repairs, cheap. Longevity, legendary. There's a reason you still see them on the road today, more than 50 years later. And while it might not have had AC, power steering, or high-tech electronics, it gave drivers something more important, a connection to the road, and a car that just kept going. Here at Car Trend, we don't just look at numbers, we look at stories. And the 1970 Volkswagen Beetle. It's a story of enduring charm, practicality, and design that transcends time. It's no wonder that even today, collectors, restorers, and enthusiasts continue to cherish this car like a piece of rolling art. So whether you're a fan of vintage rides, or just curious about why this little bug became a worldwide phenomenon, the 1970 Beetle deserves your attention. Thanks for watching Car Trend, where the past drives the passion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more classics brought back to life.